Well, hello there. So, we are now doing the Johto pokedex, which is very fun. What do I got to say? You know, Pokemon Gold and Silver. It was technically, I guess, it kind of like the first expansion of the Pokemon universe. I wasn't born yet at the time. Yeah. That's how old this game is. And I'm 18 turning 19, so that says a lot. You know, I wasn't even a thought in my parents' mind, but to be fair, I was never a thought, so yeah, they didn't even know I existed until I came knocking on my mother's stomach. So that's yeah, but that's not the point. Gold and Silver, you know, I've started watching a lot of gameplay on it, and I actually like the concept of completing the Johto League and then going to the Kanto region to fight the whole game again. It's not bad, and then the final climactic battle being against Red, you know, it's a good concept in my opinion. But the Pokemon, which is what everyone is there for. How do I say this without being rash? I think the Pokemon, on the other hand, are quite lackluster if I'm being completely honest. You know, except for some of the legendaries, Typhlosion, Tyranitar. Oh, design-wise, a lot of Johto's Pokemon are not very good, but I don't, I think even some not competitively aren't even that good. I mean, to be fair, I'm not the most competitive person. But from what I've seen, Wolfie VGC, you know, I don't see many Johto Pokemon being there. Now, design-wise, which is what I look for in Pokemon, because I'm not a competitive Pokemon player. I like collecting for fun. I like playing the game for fun, right? And competitive isn't fun. I see the way it works, and I've been watching some videos of competitive Pokemon, and geez, like, it's just a whole different game, basically. But, okay, so now designs. I think the legendary dogs are some of the best designs in this whole region, but the 3 dogs cannot carry the whole region on their back. There's just so many Pokemon that maybe 5 good designed Pokemon can't fix it, can't save it. But you know, some people may like it, like the Johto region's Pokemon, but you know, for me personally, I'm not a huge fan, and that's okay. I'm not here to bash anyone's favorites. You know, I like all of the regions. I just have ones that okay. All of the 9 regions, I like all of them, but I do think there are some that are better. I'm not saying any of them are bad. Anyway, the Johto Pokedex now, it's almost able to complete, but there are some that require pay to win or paying to complete. For example, Smeargle. Yeah, I asked around to see maybe how if there's another way to obtain Smeargle, and I can only obtain him via roulette, and that's a no for me. With Smeargle being only obtainable with money, another Pokemon that's unavailable is also Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh just is not in the game yet, but I think he'll be coming soon. I'm not too sure though. When he does, I will be shiny hunting it on my Twitch. I stream almost every day, and I stream everything that I catch and do on here, so if you're interested, check it out. I'd love the support. Finally, I want to talk about Celebi. Now, Celebi is a roaming encounter. Unfortunately, I cannot get Celebi at this time, and I haven't even caught one yet. So, yeah, even when and think about this, I'm on the Unova region now, and I still haven't found a Celebi. Yeah, that's even crazier to think about. I got the dogs literally the day after I completed the Johto Pokedex. I was on to the Hoenn region. The first couple Pokemon I went to go look for, just the dogs came out of nowhere. I was so surprised. The Johto region was actually really fast. I think that's also because there was not many Pokemon actually to capture. There's very little in the Johto region. I noticed that. It went by really fast. I think I did this in like maybe half a week. Yeah, around half a week. And then I went on to the Hoenn region. Then the only ones that actually gave me a hard time was the legendaries. And you know, doing these challenges, doing this challenge of, you know, collecting the pokedex, it's not as bad as I originally thought it was going to be, because, you know, I just get to watch things in the back and talk over what I'm doing, you know. After editing it, you know, that's just the power of what YouTube is compared to Twitch, you know. I get to watch a TV show in the background. Like, I was watching, what was I watching? Let me pull up my Netflix really quick, and I could show you. I could say, so, for example, I've been watching Shameless. I was rewatching some of the Arrow. Tried getting into some movies, couldn't do it. I watched Narcos, a little bit of Big Mouth. It was something I haven't watched before, so I was like, you know, might as well. I'm thinking of starting to rewatch Dexter. I like Dexter a lot. I think it's really good. I think it's one of the best shows ever created. And on top of that, also, season 5 of You dropped, and dang, I watched it the whole season in one day. Yeah, I know. I started watching it at around 1 in the morning. It dropped at 12 a.m. and I didn't know until 1 a.m. and when as soon as I saw it, immediately started watching it. It took me basically a little less than 22 hours to finish the whole thing. But that, you know, that's also including breaks. You know, I went to the store, got some pizza, got some snacks. This is a show that me and my girlfriend watched, and it was the first show we actually ever watched together. So I wanted it to be special. So I got her. She wanted pizza because that was the first thing our first date was actually pizza. So I got us pizza. I got her some of her favorite snacks, and I got a bunch of shit we would eat. Oh, speaking of Pokemon, no, actually, I take back what I said previously. Stanler right here, pain in my fucking ass. He would not get in the ball, and he knows takedown. Yeah, see, the takedown, and then he just kills himself. See, and now I have to go find another Stanler, and we get it on the first Ultra Ball, Quick Ball. I mean, fuck Stanler. Stanler, you're a piece of shit. I fucking hate you. I really wanted to go fucking throw that man that deer off a cliff. You know, no. You know what? If there's one Pokemon in this, no. Matter of fact, scratch everything I just said. The Johto region fucking sucks. Why? Stanler ruined that shit for me. Fuck you, Stanler. You're a piece of shit. Fuck the Johto region as well. Alright. You know, that was a little too far. It's just Stanler was being a pain in my ass. It took me to get a Stanler around 2.5 hours because I kept running into them and they kept killing themselves. And they just wouldn't get in the Ultra Balls. I wasted, on God, like 50 Ultra Balls and then I finally got one on a Quick Ball. When I tell you I was so upset that day, I was so upset. Anyway, as we're coming to a close wrap here, well, we run into the legendary dogs, as I said, you know, when I was doing the Hoenn region, and thankfully, you know, I'm a little lazy, so I could just insert the clip of them here, and it looks like I got them all, right? But yeah, anyway, Hoenn region, you know, what do I gotta say about that? The Hoenn region is just cool. Yeah. But yeah, there's Raiko. I got it. I got this one surprisingly. I wasn't expecting it. Yeah, you can see me tweaking out right there. You know, I don't actually have my Pokemon that I normally do, and at this point in time, my Venusaur also doesn't have sleep powder, so there's that. Yeah. I think I'm gonna speed these up, and then because I start talking around when we go to get Lugia. Oh my god, Lugia was also being a fucking asshole to me. I don't even know why. Oh my god, you know, I do these videos at a very bad time. It's currently, it's almost 4 a.m. for me. I haven't slept yet. I don't know why. For some reason, I am a nocturnal creature. I don't know why, but I'm very active at night. Maybe it's because the night is the longest time of day, and that's why I get stuff done. But yeah, anyway, actually, current progress, live progress from right now, recording this on April 27th at 3:45 a.m. I am currently halfway done with the Unova Pokedex. Yeah, halfway done. Currently, okay, this is gonna sound very, very cursed, but I am currently 666 Pokedex entries. Yeah, I know, that's terrible. But you know, I think once I hatch the Sandile will be good. Yeah, cursed. This is very cursed. I don't know how I ended up on that number. I was so shocked when I saw it. I was like, oof. I need to go repent, because that is crazy. That is very, very crazy. Anyway, yeah, as I was, you know, season 5 of you. Oh my god. What? I don't even know what to say. It's just, it's peak. You know, it's for me, you was a show where, obviously, you know, I started with my girlfriend, so it has a special meaning, but you was the first show I ever actually considered to be my favorite show of all time. Because I watched plenty of TV shows, you know, I watched plenty of movies, but you was different. Something about Joe just stuck with me. It was different than everything I ever watched. Instead of we were watching a superhero get the bad guy and the killer, it was different watching the killer and him being a normal guy, and then just some guy that has a crawl space. And then I watched you see. I just kept. I binge watched the whole thing from season 1 all the way to season 3, and then season 4 took a little bit of time because I was trying to get my girlfriend to watch it, but she didn't like that season. I don't understand that. I think season 4 of you was hands down the best season of all time. Best season of you, but you know, in my opinion, I like the murder mystery aspect of it. And now season 5, oh my god, amazing. It was horrific. I was genuinely scared. I had goosebumps. Yeah, it was just so good, and I can't believe it. Anyway, but seeing you go, knowing that is the final season, that's the last we'll ever see of Joe Goldberg, it's bittersweet, because it's a show that I loved so much and will continue to support, and I'm happy to see it end but I'm sad to see it end because I want to see more of it. And I think You is a show that I will definitely rewatch when I'm much older and probably enjoy it back then as well. Anyway, gonna speed this up, and here's me capturing Lugia.
Alright, hello everyone. So, this part of the video is going to be a little special because, as you can see, we have completed most of the Johto pokedex. All we are missing, all we're missing right now is actually Teddiursa, or what is his name? Yeah, Teddiursa, because the way to get him is you have to put honey on a tree, and you either get the Combi or Teddiursa, and I got unlucky today, so I have to wait until tomorrow to get it. Other than that, there's also some other Pokemon that aren't obtainable, like Smeargle, or at least I haven't found a way to obtain them. I will be continuing looking on that. On top of that, unfortunately, we are not able to also collect Ho-Oh after Ho-Oh, because to get Ho-Oh in this, I need to have collected the three dogs. And to get the 3 dogs, it is a static encounter, or it's a roaming encounter, sorry. So unfortunately we are not able to get Ho-Oh, but what we can do is actually obtain Lugia. Now if you paid attention when actually watching, the series, I actually already have Lugia, as I rolled him on the trade roulette. But now we can, because to get Lugia normally you have to have collected the legendary birds, and I actually have the legendary birds, so that's good. So now we're going to collect Lugia so he could also be a roaming encounter, because, well, in the end of the day, it's good to just have him there. Let me find my Gengar with Hypnosis, and then we will head straight there. Okay, if the chat wasn't bugged, then I'd be able to find it, but unfortunately it is bugged at the moment. So I guess I have to, there he is. So I found him. And if I remember correctly, we simply, so you come to Chestnut Town, and you talk to this guy right here. My wife begged me to have them make a statue. I wanted something more majestic, like a legendary bird Pokemon, but I have a lot of respect for Squirtle too. Those are the cancel. Yeah, see, you need to have the 3 legendary birds in your party for this special encounter. Those are the canceled 3 legendary birds. I want you to have something I found a very long time ago. It is said to bear some kind of relation to legendary birds. There's nobody more fitting to carry this legendary artifact than you. Please take it. Silver Wing. And the legendary birds, but I trust that you are more fit to discover the truth than I am. So now that we have the legendary bird, let me save my game in case. So now that we have collected the Silver Wing, we can go encounter, is it in a key item? Or where is it? Silver Wing, right here. So now that we're there, we can go encounter Lugia. But I actually do not know where Lugia is. So let me search it up, and I will cut back into Lugia's lair. Okay, so now we are inside of Lugia's lair. And yeah, so we come here. Let me actually save the game in case, and yeah. So we come up here, and well, we think, yep, just stand right here in the center of it, and Silver Wing is glowing. Oh, and then you hear that encounter, and there he is. There is Lugia, level 50. Yeah. Wasn't expecting him to be 80 like Mewtwo. I don't know. Mewtwo was so high. I don't know why. That was actually really scary. So let's just set up Swords Dance. shit. Okay. Okay. Alright. I forgot he's flying type and I am fighting type, so this is I'm kinda weak to that. But we have him low HP now, so yeah, okay, well I think that's might be okay, no, it's not death. Now I'm going to switch into Gengar. Oh, we didn't use a you know what we didn't do? We didn't use a quick ball like I should have. I should have used a quick ball in the beginning, but well, in the end, let's see. Let's see if we even need it. Lugia is what, psychic flying? Yes. So actually, yeah, he's quadruple good against fighting, huh? Lugia already woke up? Oh my. Yeah, so unfortunately I am not able to get Ho-Oh, which I actually kind of want. I really wanted Ho-Oh, and I was thinking of even maybe shiny, doing shiny farming for it. Because Ho-Oh's shiny is actually really nice. If you know, it's a nice gold and white, which is very good considering that it was the title, it was the cover Pokemon for what, Pokemon Gold, I think. Oh my, is Lugia gonna be, yo Lugia, are you gonna be a pain in the ass? Because I haven't even gotten a single wobble yet. Okay, this one. Okay. Alright, Lugia. You gave me a single wobble and then it was just like, yeah, nah, you're a good gang. Yeah, so I ain't gonna lie, this I've been going real hard at pumping these YouTube videos. I actually haven't slept because I've just been collecting Pokemon. Very bad, very bad. It's currently 5 in the morning, so yeah, but I also couldn't sleep because, you know, having a little bit of allergies, and unfortunately I can't breathe too well, so because of that, you know, it's just kept me awake. And around like I think 12, no, yeah, around 12 I also drank an energy drink. Well, I didn't drink a full one, I drank like half of one. I wouldn't suggest drinking energy drinks, by the way. Those things suck, they don't taste good. I just drink it because there was a new flavor of Red Bull, and you know, my girlfriend wanted to try it, so I was like, you know what, might as well. So yeah, I had like 2 or 3 sips of it, you know, but I don't normally, energy drinks don't keep me up. I can actually stay up very late, and you know, when I have other stuff. Oh wait, probably should put Lugia to sleep, huh? And you know, when I have a lot of stuff, when I have other things keeping me awake, like for example, when I can't breathe, or you know, if it's too hot, you know, then you know, obviously I can stay up naturally. And I don't think I drink enough of the energy drink to actually keep me awake. Because I think I could go to sleep if I really tried, but it's just it's hard, and you know, it's a little scary to drink. Wow, Lugia, come on, that was really close, huh? That's so rude, Lugia. Well, but after Lugia, we will be moving on to the, I think, what is it, the Hoenn League? The Hoenn region, right? Right, Hoenn is, Hoenn's the 3rd one, if I'm correct, right? Oh wait, no, Lugia's not awake yet. He's awake, so let me just put him to sleep. Yeah, Hoenn is the 3rd one. So now we're moving on to the Hoenn region after Lugia, and I will come back because eventually I think I will run into some of the legendary dogs. So once and then, but I will come back to getting to Ho-Oh and the others Pokemon once I encounter them. Oh, come on, that was so close again. I'm not gonna Master Ball Lugia. I'll just reset if anything. Yeah, no, if I go through all my Ultra Balls, I'm just gonna reset, because I'm not Master Balling him. That's ridiculous. Especially if it's on a fucking Lugia, you know, that I already I had two of. I traded one for a Lucario, and then I don't know where the second one is. I think I gave that to someone, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I did. I did. I traded it for, I think I just gave it away. I don't remember. Oh my god, why is Lugia? Lugia is causing me more trouble than any Pokemon. Worse than Mewtwo. This has been that's 19 Ultra Balls it just went through. Oh my god. Nine, that's 20 Pokeballs it just went through. That's more than any of the legendary birds. What animal even is Lugia? Is it a dragon? I mean, it looks like a dragon, but it's not dragon type. But to be fair, Charizard also isn't a dragon type until it Mega Evolves, so I mean, that could also be an explanation. Oh my god, and it avoided the attack. Like, come on. Can we stop with this already? Ugh. This isn't... Oh my god. Okay, let me, Oh, well, I actually don't have it. I thought I had elixirs. I could have sworn I had some. I guess I can't use them mid-battle. Okay, so let's just see if we can catch Lugia. I should have brought another Hypnosis user, if I'm being honest. Oh my god, is Lugia really gonna be this fucking troublesome? How are you gonna be worse than Mewtwo? No, seriously, how are you worse than Mewtwo? Mewtwo was bad. Mewtwo at least gave me a little struggle. Oh my god, this is actually gonna be worse than Mewtwo. I mean, it already is worse than Mewtwo. Mewtwo wasn't even take this many Ultra Balls. Like, come on, it's just a Lugia. Wow. Oh my god. No, no. Okay, okay, well, we ran through all of its moves and it just died. So, oh my god. Wow. Wow. That actually happened. That's really annoying. That's really annoying. Okay. Okay. Well, let's see. So, just reset, because I guess we went through all of its moves, and Lugia decided to kill itself. So, oh wait, we do have elixirs. Okay, I guess we can't use those in battle. That's very strange and weird. So let's just give it another try. This is the first Pokemon I think I've actually had to reset for. Alright, Lugia. Round 2. Can you want to just get in a quick ball? Is that the problem? You wanted a quick ball? No? Okay. You're just gonna be an asshole. I'm pretty sure canonically Lugia was also always an asshole, right? If I remember correctly. Yeah, I think I remember Lugia canonically being a fucking asshole. Oh my! Wow! It crit me for that hard. And I'm like, how am I? I'm on like 20, at least 28 levels ahead of it. That's insane, no? All right, let's swap into Gengar. Let's just hope it decides to not take that many Ultra Balls again, because that was a little ridiculous. Okay, and it's just going to be avoiding my hypnosis. This is annoying. Like, what are its wings? Look at that. Why does it have fingers? Why does it have fingers and a thumb and thumbs? Like, and what are its why does it have toes? That's a little disgusting. 1, 2, 3. First Ultra Ball. We did it. We just had to give it a little. We just had to make it self-conscious about itself. Well, there's Lugia. Let's see. Is he now a roaming encounter? Yeah, Lugia is now a roaming encounter. So that's good. Let's take a look at him. Lugia has Rain Dance, Hydro Pump, Aerial Blast, Punishment. Not bad. Let's look at its EVs. Ooh, it has 4. It has 431 IVs. Sorry, that is actually really good. Is there encounters in here? I don't think so. I think what I'm going to do, or actually no, maybe it's not a smart idea. Maybe it's not a smart idea to be getting all these legendaries, because that means I can get duplicates. Like, I can get duplicates of like the birds, Mewtwo, Urshifu, and Zorora. I do need Hoopa. I need Hoopa, the dogs, Mew, and then Latios and Latias. So maybe it would, but I'll do that once. I'll do that in a bit. I have it paused just to save it for later. And I have the shiny pause. I accidentally forgot about that one existing, so I let it run down a little longer than I needed to, but it's fine. Anyway, well, there is the Hoenn Pokedex complete. Sorta. Probably going to be the title of this, considering I got very unlucky. But since today's Sunday, tomorrow I should be able to get one of the second to last encounter I need for the Kanto Pokedex. So the Kanto Pokedex should be updated tomorrow. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, and the next video will be completing the Hoenn Pokedex. Alright, tune in to the next one.